Good day to you.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got something here.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like, but I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. But it's a shame I don't have my dog Sniffer no more. It was fun with him at least.
Crazel mentioned that he died.
Aye, from some fucking disease. He started getting these lumps all over his body. Then he stopped eating and what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
The very same. When did you steal your first apple?
Before I could even walk. But it wasn't an apple. It was a silver groschen from my godmother.
And you got away with it?
I did indeed. Nobody saw me. Not then, not any time since. It came in handy in the convent too. Slipping out of a boring sermon unnoticed, that's what I'm good at. And it don't matter who's preaching. Whether it's a priest, an abbot, or Crazel. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
I don't think I've ever met anyone more annoying in my life. Most of the time, I don't even understand what he's on about.
Once he told me there's no such thing in the world as a man and a woman. Only mercury and sulfur. What are you supposed to say to that? Best to keep your mouth shut. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, We collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in styes. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case, you know. Anyhow, now all the styes in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. Well, you take a chunk of salt and pray to St. Peter to miraculously transform it.
You won't find it any joking matter soon enough. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. Well, I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskowitz, towards the Apollonia rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself. I'd be happy to teach you something, if you want.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskowitz butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Skalitz.
How was the saltpeter collection and tasting again? Sounds pretty disgusting.
It wasn't so bad. Xena kept whining about it, but being a saltpeter collector, it has its benefits. When you go and clean someone's sty, they don't pay much attention to you and leave their purses and chests unattended. We made a pretty decent amount on the side.
What, by stealing?
Confiscating property for the greater glory of God. I hate the term stealing.
Just like Krazel. Tell me something more about Zinnek.
He's Andy, that's for sure. But also a bit of a fool. To be honest, I don't care for Krazel's horseshit most of the time either. I do this job because it's fun. Unlike Zinnek. He does everything for his own good, doesn't give a damn about any greater cause or other people. Actually, he really pisses me off with his attitude. And he entertains himself by coming up with the stupidest nicknames for me. Dunga, for instance. What kind of a bloody awful name is Dunga?
Oh, lovely. And what does he call himself?
Scruffy. Or Jan, Nicholas, Franz, Peter, Jakub. The most bland, everyday names. He tries to be careful, but then he opens his big mouth and fucks it all up. just like in Troskovitz.
What is this lair place?
Krazel built a store so all them honest, curious people in the mill, the likes of Hensel, wouldn't have to worry their little heads about what we're doing here.
You mean behind that boarded-up door in the cliff?
We're definitely not doing anything there right now. 'Cause of the mess in there. I told Zenek to clean it up. I think he wants to see if the place will get so rotten that saltpeter will bloom on the walls.
What do you know about the Troskovitz gravedigger?
He's a pretty tough old bird. He follows the rule, I'll treat you the way you treat me. And he appreciates when a fella's direct and open. But I probably wouldn't tell him everything about us.
So, Bonnie, the most honest girl I know, sent me. I'd like to see some dead animals as models for painting a church fresco. A scene from the apocalypse.
That might be a bit much, but you learn fast.
What did you do before?
I got by any way I could. Believe it or not, I started in a convent.
You? A nun? Well, why not? I was in the cloisters myself for a while.
Oh well, different people have different fates. But we all ended up here anyway, in the armpit of the world.
Why do you work for the miller?
Because he pays well, and don't care how much coin I make on the side.
You mean by stealing?
And he doesn't ask any stupid questions.
What do you think about Krazel?
You're another one of those that don't know if they should love him or hate him, right? Krazel is his own man. Once you learn to get along with him, you can't help but admire him a bit. But sometimes, he's unbearable as soon as he opens his mouth. Farewell, Henry.
Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise? Shall we spar? Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, of Skalitz.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Skalitz, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
What are the rules?
I have two. One, always put some money down. Two, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right. You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels.
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who refuse to pay their debts. As long as I'm getting paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
That doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from so-and-so. After that, it's none of my concern.
A mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your fighting skills against someone now and then on the road. Especially when money's involved. So, what do you say?
I have to go.
See you soon, my friend.
What are you doing with that weapon? Clear off! That's enough! You're getting a thrashing! Ha! Yeah, fuck that! That shit! I've been waiting for you.
Take that! I'll rip your ass open!
I'm all yours.
That!
You won't get me. What do you want?
Stings!
Sävődö, kiire! Kész van!
Someone's wagon tipped over here. His things are now floating in the pond. I can't go any further. It's too deep.
What the?
Whoa, whoa.
What do you want?
Ah,
You can't stand up to this! Ah!
ah.
Ah!
Go.
What have we here?
Do you want something from me?
Pay homage and tribute
Who to? You?
to our hero here, the all-conquering warrior, the meanest, toughest slugger around, the one and only Yerda the Great.
I'm in no mood for your horse shit.
Horseshit! What are you saying? You've insulted the mightiest of all warriors. You better pray he only snaps a rib or two.
You're a dead man.
You're a dead man!
This interesting, eh? Have it your way. I'll rip your arse open. Take that!
Show your stuff! I yield. Mercy. Let me live.
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right, easy now. Just let me go and I'll give you everything.
What a cheap old...
Whoa, whoa.
Something awful must have happened.
What happened? You look worried.
My husband Vostatek left to go hunting and hasn't come back. I'm worried that something happened to him. He's von Burgo's lead huntsman, and the forest is full of poachers these days.
Maybe he just got caught up somewhere.
Not a chance. We're invited to young Lord Semin's wedding. He wouldn't dare miss that by wandering around the woods for so long. What would Lord Semin think if we didn't show up? It would be a disgrace. He sometimes loses track of time out in the woods, but I've got a really bad feeling about it this time. One time, Vostatek didn't come home for 4 days after his horse broke its leg in the woods. I had a feeling right away that something bad had happened. And I have that same feeling now. Do you reckon you could help me?
Does that happen often? That he gets lost in the woods?
He disappears for a while from time to time when he gets orders from Lord von Burgo. And besides that, well...
What is it? You can tell me.
He drinks a bit sometimes. Then everything takes him longer. His job isn't easy, so I understand when he does, and I don't get upset with him.
Well, I drink a bit myself, and I've plenty of reason to. I reckon we'll get along.
Like I always say, Vostatek can find friends anywhere.
So your husband got lost when he was out hunting, and you want me to go and find him?
I'd go myself, but Vostatek doesn't want me going to the woods on my own. He says it's dangerous. But you look like a fearless lad, and I'll be sure to reward you for your efforts.
Why did Vostatek forbid you from going to the forest? Is it really that dangerous?
There are wolves, boars, and worse out there.
What could you meet in the forest that's worse than an angry boar?
Well, people, of course. All sorts of cutthroats and thieves hide out in those woods. So watch your back.
I'm no coward. The woods don't scare me.
Neither is Vostatek, but fear can be useful. When you aren't afraid, you throw caution to the wind.
What can I expect in return for helping you?
I can give you some groschen. We aren't too badly off. But above all, if you help him, you'll be in his good books. And everyone wants to be in my Vostatek's good books.
All right. I'll bring Vostatek back to you.
Thank you. I wouldn't send you if I didn't think it was necessary, but I have a really bad feeling about this. Before you leave, please make sure to talk to Vitek. He's our son. Vostatek takes him on the hunt with him sometimes. He might know where he was headed today.
But why doesn't Vitek go looking for a Vostatek then?
I told him, but the lad is young and stubborn. He just doesn't listen to me. And besides, him and Vostatek don't get along very well.
All right. I'll let you know as soon as I find something.
Be careful out there. I wish you a pleasant evening.
What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here!
Hand over the compensation, or I'll get the guards involved.
God be with you.
God bless. Be careful of that scythe. Just a little longer. Be careful. It's not safe here.
I'm looking for your father. Did he mention where he was headed?
Ma talked you into it, didn't she? I'd be willing to bet he just got wasted as usual. He's nothing but a drunkard. It's no secret.
What kind of a Christian are you? Sinner or saint, it's your duty to honor your father as the good book decrees. Come on. I just need a few words out of you, then I'll find him myself.
According to the good book, he shouldn't drink so much. The only thing he can manage on his own is to puke and piss all over himself. Then either Ma or me has to clean it up, and I've had enough of it.
Well, I'm not going to talk to you if you're going to be like that.
Suit yourself.
I have another...
He's nothing but a drunken... Suit yourself.
I have another question.
He's nothing.
I don't have time to argue with you. I'll pay you. Take this and talk.
You're mad. Pa doesn't deserve any help. But do what you want. Just don't tell him you gave me any money once you find him. And just take it from me and spend it on booze.
Where did he go? Tell me.
The last thing he said was he found a dead deer near the pond, and he wanted to go and see if there were any wolves about. So I'd go down below the cottage, walk along the shore, and then turn north into the old forest. If he didn't get boozed up and forget, that is. Wouldn't be the first time.
Shouldn't you be looking for your father? You can come with me.
Ha! Forget about it. I'm sure it'll end with you dragging his drunken arse home anyway, and I'd rather avoid that.
What's your problem with him? He's your pa. You shouldn't talk about him like that.
All he does is drink and doesn't care about anyone else. Why would I talk about him in any other way? He's like a big, drooling infant. Ma and me are always at his beck and call. So I say we should let him deal with it himself.
Be that as it may, I'm going out to look for him.
No need to rush. At least it would give him time to sleep it off and come home on his own.